What's going on, guys? You got Kwasi here for Kwasi Animation Studio, Kwasi Media Network. You are presently here at the Animation Studio. Excuse me. So today I want to show you something here. We have some armor that I imported from Daz along with a character model here. But we're not talking about the Daz model itself. We want to talk about if you want to take this armor and put it on another character and how you would go about doing that. Maybe you want the pieces to be separated or whatnot. So what I want to do is just show you some general things because I started to realize something. This is kind of a sort of pseudo series I want to start where it's like it would be something along the lines of like what the title is, Blender documentation, but like it's more like what the documentation says but doesn't show. Okay, so you can go in there and it'll tell you how to do the thing, but it might not exactly show you how to do it. Okay, so let's say you have like these arm guards here, right? So I isolate them by hitting the / button or the question mark. Okay, so let's isolate those. And let's say I want to separate the glove from this. All right, so the best practice is to make sure that even that this geometry can be split. Okay, so the best way to know if it can be split is hit L. So we're gonna hit the glove and we hit L. And if I just move this with G and I just click off of it, it'll go back, right? I can tell that it can be separated. So what I'll do is go P and separate by selection. So now when I click it, it's free now. So it's also separate from the other hand. So let's say we do the same thing over here. You'll hit L, P, and now we have both hands that are separated. So let's say you want to keep those hands together. What you'll do is hit Control J. Okay, so now those hands are together as one part, but they're separate from the rest. All right, so let me, all right, and hit G and we'll move that again. So there you are right there. So that's how you would go about doing that. That's the reason why I'm like, all right, let me show you how you can do that thing. So it's the same thing here. So we isolate this armor here. We can clearly see this is more than one piece. So if I hit, even if I go hit 3 and it shows me just this, I like to do it here because I get to see the edge. I like to have it on vertex, but on faces, hit L, and then it'll show you all the separate pieces. Because even here you can tell that these pieces are separate, right? Okay, so clearly these are separate pieces. So let's say all of that is selected. You can hit Shift L and it'll deselect parts, right? And now I just have this center part selected, and let's say I want to hide that. So when I come back in, it'll come back, but when I hide it, it'll disappear only in edit mode. Okay, so that piece, so let's say I want something separated. Say I want these jewels separated because I want to do something different with them. Same thing, P, click them again, and now when I hit G, you can move them separately. Okay, come back in, so I got those things separated. It's the same thing with the knee pads, even though they are already a separate object, right? The boots are one object, but however, let's say I want to take that a little further, and I can go and just hover over with L, hit G, move around. You see clearly it's a separate piece. So let's just P, select it again, and there you go. So now you can have full control over it if you want. All right, and that's one of the things that I find that I can tell you all day, go check the documentation, but the documentation doesn't tell you how to demonstrate. It just tells you what it does. All right, so you have any other questions? Any other frustrations? Let me know. Other than that, got more videos coming to you. I'm uploading a behind the scenes from a project that I'm doing that I should have already finished by now because today is what, Tuesday? I started it last Tuesday, so it should have already been done. But that's besides the point. With that being said, man, check you guys later. Nothing but love.